Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. Welcome back to my tutorial series. This is now part 4 where we go over the exploration career agents, so it's a good activity for you guys who like to explore the world and have an adventurous time. So if you are a complete new player to EVE Online or you don't know anything about it and you want to play EVE Online, be sure to check out part 1 where I explain everything from the ground up without any prior knowledge needed. Now let's get into this. Exploration is a pretty fun activity in EVE Online for those kind of adventurous people. This first one wants us to explore an anomaly. So if you've watched the military career agent part, then you would have seen how I mentioned that you could take up your probe scanner to find these anomalies. Exploration in general, they've got two parts. You can think of two types of exploration. We have to just warp to one of these, I think. There we go. Yeah, warp to the anomaly things. So one type is combat exploration, and combat exploration is where you scan these cosmic signatures. You use your probe scanners and you scan these signatures, and then you can find these special combat sites which have special bosses, and these special bosses can drop really good loot. The second type of exploration you could say is hacking exploration. So we've got first combat exploration, then we've got hacking exploration. Hacking exploration also involves, now we're going to just approach this, good training container. Hacking exploration also involves scanning these cosmic signatures. Then you can sometimes find something called a data or relic site, and you basically hack these containers. And then you can actually get some very good loot for them. So you don't have any kind of fighting, it's just you find these abandoned research facilities or these abandoned loot caches, and you hack them with this kind of mini game. Then you can get some very good loot from it, and it's very profitable. So exploration, you could say, is not such a consistent kind of money-making activity. It is a very hit and miss. So sometimes you can really hit the jackpot and earn hundreds of millions within a very short amount of time. Sometimes you could go many hours scanning these signatures and really not find anything, not find any good combat sites, or not find any good relic or data sites. Let's dock back up and go and bring this proof of a discovery that the agent wanted us to do this mission right here. And there we go, and we complete the mission now. Request for a mission, and we get a bantam actually. Okay, accept this mission. We're gonna have to find some cosmic signatures, it seems like here. You can think of cosmic anomalies, these green ones. These are like ones you don't have to scan down. While the cosmic signatures, you need to use a scanner, a probe scanner. And we'll get to that in a bit, the probe scanner, how it works. They're going to give us, I think, from this in one of the preceding missions. But the point is, to go to these anomalies here, the green ones, no scanning required. All you do is just click warp to the cosmic signatures. They require you to specifically scan them down. And you can actually go in this map. You have to go, if you open, like, you can click this button here, solar system map, and you can see these red ones here. These are the cosmic signatures, and you'll be able to scan them down with these scanners. Okay, there we go. Now we've gone to here, met this agent right here. Let's go through this acceleration gate, see what's here. Seems like there's some exploration supplies right here. Let's go and get some exploration supplies. So this is maybe going to have some relic and data hacker analyzers, and maybe some scanners. Let's see what is in here. Yeah, exactly. Look, these are the scanners. These are the relic and data analyzers, which can be used to hack these containers in the hacking kind of exploration. Okay, let's go to this acceleration gate. It's really cool bunker they've got here. I like the look of it. It looks really cool. Use our cormorant. Cormorant does fine in this, what we're doing right now. We now just take the next acceleration gate. Not much to do here. There we go, take this acceleration gate, not much to do here. Okay, so this right here is some gas. This is also something you can find by scanning. There's a cosmic signature can also be a gas cloud, and this is something you could actually mine then with a gas harvester. And it's something also you can find. We'll back to the agent now. Okay, let's complete this mission now. We've got a bantam. We can just keep using our cormorant for this. So now we're going to have to start scanning. So what we can do is, see this free high slot right here? We can just put this exploration supplies we got right here into this. We can actually just put these shield extenders in our cargo hold, put these scanning equipment in here, and put our core scanner probes in this core probe launcher here, so we have them. You need to have at least 8 in a core probe launcher to be able to use it properly. accept this mission and then go out to scan down this data site. So when I said there's two types of hacking exploration, so you got combat exploration, then you got hacking exploration. The two types of hacking exploration are data sites and relic sites you can find. They essentially work the exact same way in their gameplay. You scan them down and then you hack them with these two modules here. The only difference is that the data sites, you use a data analyzer to hack the containers there, and the relic analyzer, you use the relic analyzer to hack the containers in the relic site. And when if you successfully hack a container, then you'll be able to retrieve the goods from it. So this mission basically wants us to scan down a data site, and the way we do that is if we go here in our core probe launcher, if you don't have them loaded like I've got now, you can just click reload. You can put the core scanner probes in them, make sure it's reloaded. Now what you do is click launch, and then we open up the map. So you click this little button right here, and if you don't know how to get the probe scanner, if you exit it for some reason, you can click on scanner here and probe scanner here to get it back up again. Okay, so this seems very complicated at first. I thought, what the heck, I'll never learn this. This is so simple. It looks really complicated, but it's really simple. So all we have to do is this. You see this blocks here, this light blue box. This is how we scan. We scan with this thing here. So say I want to scan down this cosmic signature right here. All I do is just drag this box here. So you click on one of the sides to move it a certain axis. So this one at the top will move it from side to side. This one here will move it up and down. This one will move it forward and backwards. So we try to center this cluster right here on this signature, and then we click analyze right here, and we can actually make this window a bit small if it's taking up our view a little bit too much. So we can just make this smaller, and then we can see here we're scanning down this signature right here. Okay, and then for each signature it'll become a bit smaller. So you see it's now become very small here, and this seems to be a data site because you can tell if you look here. So sometimes maybe you won't see it, you have to scroll down. You see here data site, and we've scanned it to 73%. So when it's 100%, then we'll be able to warp to it. So we go here, put it as center as possible. This is what should be all right. Reduce the size. So you can see here we're doing 4 AU scan size before. If we do less, then we'll do more precise. So now it'll make it do more progress towards completely scanning it. So we make it, there we go, make it smaller, and then we scan. So say for example you've got this really big one here, you'll have to, this means that anywhere in the circle the thing that the cosmic signature could lie, so then you would use a very big one. Here now it was very small, you use very small, and now we can also see that we've successfully completely scanned it. So now it's green, now we can warp to it. Also something to understand is that there are skills that affect your ability to scan stuff. We can actually just warp to it in the meantime. So if you have, there are certain skills that if we go here in the character sheet, we'll go into skills, and then we go into scanning. You can see these skills, there's some skills that affect these, like for example astrometric pinpointing, this astrometrics here. These all affect how good you scan, so with each cycle how much you will uncover. And there are some advanced cosmic signatures that are very hard to scan down, and this is something important to understand because especially when you're a newbie with a bad ship, bad skills, there will be signatures that you can't scan down, like when you're just out there exploring. Here in the tutorial zone, we'll be able to scan down everything very quickly, but there will be signatures that will have a very hard time scanning down because it just that's the way it is. Some of them will be quite advanced, and some of them we actually will not even be able to scan down just because we've not got a good enough scanning, like a scanning or probe launcher and skills. So that's what and a mistake I did actually in the beginning was that I remember once I was spending like 20 minutes, come on, scan. I made it like really small to like 0.25 AU, and I could never uncover it. I was like, what the heck, why can't I? And then I found out that it just happened to be because my skills weren't good, and the ship I was using to scan it down in was not good either. Okay, so we lock this container up here, this data container up, and then we can hack it. So if it was a relic site, we'd use a relic analyzer, but since this is a data site, we use a data analyzer. So we click here, and we see here, this is called the grid. So the objective here is we start from this node right here. There's these nodes we can go to. You can see they're connected. And there's going to be something called a system core. So the objective here is that we just click. It's a bit like Minesweeper actually, where you click here. you click here, and then you're eventually going to find something called a system core, and then you click on it and you destroy a system core, and then that allows you to open the container. When you've destroyed the system core, you can open the container, or you've hacked the system core, if you're going to be a bit of a role play sense. So this 25 here, this is like how much HP we've got. This strength here is how much damage we deal, and we will notice here that if we've got if we like click here, we will sometimes encounter something called an antivirus. Now this is the system core. We could go for this straight away and just double click on it and we'll destroy and hack it, but I want to just show you for demonstration purposes an antivirus. So if we just keep clicking here, we'll eventually encounter some kind of antivirus. If we keep clicking, there we go, that's an antivirus. And what an antivirus does is that you can see here it blocks the system core. So not only can I not click the system core to destroy it, if I try clicking it doesn't work, but also this thing can sometimes block my path. So sometimes in more advanced grids, these things can be blocking it, and the only way I can get through to the system core is that I have to destroy this. Now if I destroy this, I will take damage. You see I have 25 HP here. This thing does 10 damage to me per click, or per hit. I do 10 damage per hit. You can see I've got more HP, so I'm going to survive. So if I click this once, you'll see here I'll do 10 damage. You see now it's got 10 HP, and I've taken also 10 damage, so I got now 15 HP. So now if I click on this again, I will do 10 damage again, and this is and then he will die. And you have to also understand that if you click on someone like an antivirus and you actually manage to kill it, then it will mean that you won't take any damage in the hit. Like the click that makes the antivirus die, it will not do any damage to you. So you'll see here, since we took 10 damage before, but since we will kill it now because we do 10 damage and he has 10 HP, if we click on this, we'll kill it straight away. We will not take any damage. You see that? We still got 15 HP. And because that antivirus is gone, we can now access the system core, and the system core also works the same way as antiviruses. So they've got 20 HP and they do 10 damage. So you can see here, if we click on this, we do 10 damage. I've now only got 5 HP left. If I get 0 HP, then I'll fail the hack. I'll have to do it again. In real like hacking in New Eden, now this is just the career agent training, if you do fail this 2 times, the container will blow up, and then you'll lose the loot, so you would have failed then. But here in the training cases, you can fail as many times as you want, it doesn't matter. So we have to then click on this again, and we killed it. And we open up this container now, and we can get this proof of discovery for the data. So I hope that was made the hacking clear. We'll be doing more hacking, so we'll demonstrate the purposes in the next one. This doc can bring the data to the agent. Okay, I'll talk to the agent, complete it. Now we will request for a new mission, and this is basically the same, except we're going to do a relic site. You can say that the lore is that relic sites are kind of like ancient artifacts that have like almost like a desert temple, you could say, but like a ship temple, or a spaceship temple that you're kind of hacking it. Now I'm going to reload our core scanner probes again. The data sites are more like these kind of data vaults with secret data that you're kind of hacking into. So they're essentially the exact same, but they drop a bit different things when it comes to their loot. So you'll notice that the relic sites will drop a lot of like circuits that are worth a lot, some kind of armor plates that are worth a lot, while in data sites they'll often drop like data cores or like this kind of encrypted data that can be sold for a bit of money. So we'll scan this now, and you can see here we've got some gas sites. So gas sites is something you can do to huff gas, as you say, gas huffing, but we are not going to do that right now. We're looking for a relic site. Scan here, and you can see here we're putting the scanner cluster because this circle right here is not particularly big. You can see it's got about this size. There we go. If this is a data site, no, we don't want this. We want a relic site. Let's go to this one here, and this one's quite big. So now, since this one is so big, this site that's here, it could be anywhere in the circle. So if we do this small, it's maybe not going to capture it. So that's why we want to capture the whole thing. That's why we'll make it a little bit bigger now. So just wait a little bit. Now we found actually a relic site here. You can see this one right here. You can actually go and make this a little bit smaller now, since it's a lot smaller. There we go, and now we can warp to the location. Warpity warp 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 warp. Here's a tip: you can actually just group them by signal, and then you can like have everything up here that you've scanned down. You can remove anomalies. If you're scanning a lot, you could remove anomalies, since you may probably very likely don't care about anomalies when you're scanning, so you just have the cosmic signatures around here. So you can see here, this is what I was talking about. They're more like artifacts. You can see like this unidentified wreckage, like old debris and all that kind of stuff. That's where you sort of find in relic sites, but they're essentially the same as data sites, that you go to them and you hack them, and you use your relic analyzer. Then you don't use the data analyzer here. And it's always good to have an MWD when you're doing this kind of stuff, because often these kind of containers are spread out on a big distance, so it's very useful to have an MWD to be able to hack them. So we have to approach it. You have to be within 5,000 meters when you're doing this hacking. So just make sure you're very close. Also stop your ship to just be completely still so you don't bounce off. Deactivate your MWD. So now I'm going to get into the second thing of hacking. This is something I didn't mention in the first time we hacked. It's something called the rule of sixes. The rule of sixes means that if we see a node that has 6 surrounding nodes, so in this case this one right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this one has 6 nodes around it. This means that they are either this node is going to be safe, so there's no antivirus, or if there's an antivirus, then one of the 6 adjacent nodes will contain the system core right here. So if we go here, okay, so this is safe. You can see here, this one could have something. You see that this 2 means that there's 2 jumps away, 2 nodes away, there's something good. So sometimes you can get these kind of like buffs. So I don't think we're going to find any now, but you can sometimes get some buff that will repair your HP and give you a bit of extra strength temporarily, or the system core. So it means something good is 2 jumps away. So since we had a 2 here, nothing is here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So maybe here. Okay, no. Maybe it means 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe here. Since this one was 1, it could be either here or probably here. We'll have to go through this. 1 and jump away. Let's see. There we go. There is the system core. So you can also use these numbers a bit to help, as well as the rule of 6, which I said before, that if there's 6 nodes around one node, it means it's safe, or that the system core is in one of these 6s right here. These 6 surrounding nodes right here. So we go and hack this open. Open this, grab the proof of discovery for the relic site, and dock up. Talk to this guy, complete the mission, request a new one. So if we complete this mission, we'll get a Heron. And this is actually a ship that's made specifically to do hacking and scanning, because it gets bonuses to, you see this relic analyzer, virus strength, and also some scanner probe strength as well. So it's a very good ship for exploration, and it's actually something we'll be getting into later. And in this case, we're going to now use some gas harvesting. We're going to use a gas pass key that we get here and go to the site, launch the probes. Now going to go here and look for a gas site. So we can see we already scanned a gas site before, and when you see them like this where there's like a line between them, that means it could be somewhere between these two. So I want to scan then here to encapsulate both of them. There we go. Now it's a lot more focused. Reduce the size of this. Now I don't know why they want us to have this passkey here, because usually when you're looking for gas, then you just scan down it and just go directly to it, and then you have something called a gas cloud harvester and harvest the gas. So you don't need to have a passkey ever really in real EVE Online life. I feel like I'm saying in real life, but EVE Online is not real life. What I mean is in real EVE Online gameplay. So you can see here that I'm not warping because I'm stuck in this station. This happens sometimes, and when this happens, click stop, and then double click in space to just get into a free area and activate a prop mod to go very fast on my MWD. Just to get out, because I can't warp because I'm being blocked by this station. It happens sometimes if the station is very close to me when you try to warp. So we just deactivate it. Now we can try warping, because now we've got a bit of a space, because we need to get to 75% velocity if we want to be able to warp. There we go, now we're warping. Okay, let's go through this acceleration gate. Okay, and then there's a gas container here. Let's go to it. Should be some gas training equipment here, or no, there's just proof of discovery gas. So usually you would have a gas cloud harvester, you'd have it on your ship, and you just use this to harvest gas. Then you would go in the mining tab, and you would see here that there's some gas. You would just lock it up, and then you would use your gas harvester on it. But in this case, we don't have any gas harvester, so we'll just go with dock back up because all we need is that proof of discovery. Okay, talk to this guy and complete the mission. There we go. We've finished the exploration career agent, and we even get a good old heron that we could actually use later to explore in. There we go, part 4 of the career agents is over. Be sure to check into part 5 where we go over industry for you kind of industrial crafty types. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.